Hello, and welcome to Winter Solstice Restorative Yoga by Candlelight. So we've got this beautiful setting here tonight. It's wonderful. I have a sandalwood candle that I lit. That's my own personal preference. Feel free to use candles if you like, or not. That's okay too. But you will need, for your restorative practice today, a couple of really firm pillows. I actually have 2 pillows stuffed into a single pillowcase. So this is 4 pillows. You'll need a blanket to cover yourself because I want you to feel cozy and comfortable. And 2 additional blankets or towels, just folded. Now I'm going to show you how I have the extra blankets, extra towels for the moment. So here they are. I've got them folded at the foot of my yoga mat. And they're just on top of each other. They are to support one of the pillows. So the pillow that's under your feet is going to be higher than the pillow that's behind your legs and behind your knees. But that's the first pose. It's a little bit of a sneak peek. And here I have my blanket that I'm going to pull over top of me to help me stay warm and cozy, just within reach right at my feet there. So beginning, as always, make sure you're wearing your comfiest clothes. You don't want to be distracted in any way. You really want to sink into this practice. Sit tall. When you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes. Take a couple of long, deep breaths. Really focus on relaxing and softening. Just start there. Now, sometimes in restorative yoga and yoga in general, it can take a few breaths to really come back into your body and connect to your breath. Don't worry if your mind is racing. It's just one of those things that happens. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself time. As this restorative yoga practice moves forward, as we go through the poses, you'll find it easier and easier to relax. That's the whole purpose. To lie down, to be still, to soften. Now get a sense here if you feel cold at all in your surroundings, in your environment. And go ahead and grab a pair of cozy woolly socks, an extra sweater, whatever you need to. We're going to sit here for a couple more breaths. Softening through the shoulders. Feeling heavy through the hips and the legs. And parting the teeth ever so slightly to release any tension in the jaw or the back of the neck. With your next breath in, let's sweep the arms up. Bring the hands together overhead. With your exhalation, let the hands float down. Pause here with your hands in front of heart center. And set an intention for this practice. An intention to be aware of when the mind wanders. And instead of criticizing, just bring yourself back. Be gentle and patient with yourself. Release your hands. Open your eyes. All right, so here we go. Getting ready to come into the first pose. It's actually a modification of Shavasana, final relaxation. The pillows laid out, blankets under one pillow or towels if you're using the folded towels, that works beautifully as well. You want the pillow at the foot of your mat slightly higher than the pillow below. And when you're set up, you're going to scooch. Yep, scooch, that's a technical word. All the way up so that your feet are higher than the backs of your knees. Now, as you can see here, I'm not going to be able to reach my blanket. That was poor planning on my part. So I'm just going to reach around. Just got it. And just pull the blanket over top of you. And lie back. Take some time to really adjust so that you feel comfortable and undistracted by any sensations in the physical body. So if you need a little support in the back of the neck, grab an extra blanket. If you'd like a pillow behind your head, get that too. It's really about feeling comfortable so you can just lie down and breathe. So cover yourself up with the blanket. You want to be cozy and comfy. I love a yoga blanket. They're kind of heavy cotton, so you feel this extra weight on you. It feels wonderful. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and close your eyes. If you're not comfortable closing your eyes, just kind of gaze up at the ceiling and let whatever is within your range of vision, just let it go blurry. If you have an eye pillow, you can go ahead and use that. That can feel wonderful during restorative yoga. And then when you're settled, let go of control. Let go of holding on. Simply breathe and sink into the support beneath you. Let yourself feel heavy. Let yourself be supported. Really try to slow down your breath. As if to slow down time, to make each breath, each moment last as long as possible. If your mind wanders, simply bring yourself back to your breath. Use your breath to ground you in the present moment. Take a couple more breaths here. Long, deep, satisfying breaths. Now slowly begin to bring yourself out of this pose. Just slowly. There's nothing hurried, nothing rushed about restorative yoga practice. So begin by taking a really consciously deep breath. Feel yourself sink into the support one more time. Now bring little movements to your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet. And bending your knees one at a time. Just find a place to put your feet for a moment. And then gently roll onto your right side. Pause here. There's no rush. Take another long, lingering breath. Now slowly press yourself up. Place your blanket off to the side. Just to the side of your mat is fine. It will be within reach again when you need it for the next pose. All right, now adjusting. Getting ready here to come into a gentle twist. So we only need one pillow for this one. Place the pillow to the side of the mat. I'm going to place it to the right side of my mat first. The other pillow just push it off to the end. And the same with the blankets. We don't need them. All right, lying back once again. So you want the pillow that you're going to be using to the side of the mat. I have mine on the right side. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor. So arms out to the sides in line with your shoulders and rest on the back of your hands. Get a sense here that your ankles are underneath your knees. Take a breath. When you exhale, just let your knees fall to the right onto the top of the pillow and let your left knee fall into your right knee. Now, if you're not feeling a stretch here at all, or if you feel like you can do a bigger twist, you go ahead and do a bigger twist. If you move your pillow away from the mat, the farther away the pillow is, the deeper your twist will be, until finally, of course, when the pillow is pushed all the way to the side and your knees come all the way down. You can also place your second pillow between your knees if this is too big of a twist. Now, when that's settled, when you've got the position for your knees in a satisfying, gentle twist, just roll your head to the left. So knees going to the right, head goes to the left. If your knees are to the left, your head goes to the right. Again, close your eyes. Breathe. And think about the weight just behind your ear, where your head is resting, where your head is supported by the earth below. Just feel that heavy spot, releasing the pressure from the jaw, the neck, the forehead. Part your teeth, even breathing through your mouth if it helps. If your mind wanders, bring it back. But try not to control your breath. Instead, allow your breath to simply flow. Let it be. Let your legs feel heavy, supported by the pillow. Hips heavy. Feel all the weight resting on the right side of the hip if your knees are to the right. All your weight resting on the left side if your knees are to the left. Soften through the lower back. Allow the rib cage and belly to feel completely open. Feel the joy of the breath. And with each breath, the comfort, the softness, the calmness reaching deep into the tissues. Deep into your bones. Take a couple more breaths here. Really linger in your breath. Bring your head to center. Now bring your knees to center. Take another breath here, knees pointing up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, roll all the way onto your right side. Try to avoid the pillow if you can. Support your head with your right arm. And press up. Now coming to center. I'm going to use both pillows this time before we twist the other way. So using the blankets or the towels that are still at the base of the mat here, I'm going to place one pillow so the end is on the blankets. And your feet, the blankets, the towels are just between my ankles here. We're getting ready to do a supported forward fold. Now reach for the other pillow. Excuse me a moment. Pillow's just a little too far away. And place it on top. So this looks really high, but I don't want you to be straining to reach for your toes. That's not what this is about. I want you to sink into the support here on the pillows right in front of you so you get a really good release through the lower back. Now if you're feeling like there's no way I'm going to be able to get onto this pillow, no way. You can go ahead and sit on your third blanket. It'll lift your hips up slightly and give you a little more room to come forward. So once you're set up, and it might take a little bit of an adjustment to figure out what's right for you. If you need support under your hips, that's fine. Just snuggle the pillows right up to the belly there. Make friends with your belly. And then lean into the pillows. Stack hand on top of hand. Rest your forehead on the back of your hands. Let your shoulders feel heavy. If you need a third pillow, grab a third pillow. Relax the legs. Let your toes point outwards so you can feel the weight rolling into the outside edges, the outside corners of your heels. And sink in. Let the forehead rest really heavily on your hands. And again, focus on the pressure point right between the eyebrows. As your head rests heavily on your hands, feel the release, kind of like acupuncture. You can go ahead and close your eyes. If your eyes are closed, focus in on the colors, the shapes dancing on the back of your eyelids. Kind of marvel at how they shift and change without any prompting at all. Just watch. And the same thing is true of your body and your breath. Just watch. No prompting, no controlling. Accept everything. Because here in restorative yoga, here on your yoga mat is where you are truly you. It is just you, your mat, your body, and your breath. Fill your whole body with your breath. And feel your whole body moving with each breath as you receive the inhale and release the exhale. Feel yourself sink more deeply into the pillows, into the support with every breath. Notice if you're holding on anywhere. And as you release, just be aware of the little twitch as you let go. Wow, this feels really good. I think I could stay here forever today. But for now, I'll settle for 3 more breaths. Take a deeper breath now, just to signal to your body that it's almost time to release this forward fold. Let's press up. We're going to place one pillow off to the side or out of the way. We won't be needing it. We need one pillow. Getting ready, setting up to do our twist in the opposite direction. So I had the pillow on the right side last time. This time, I'm placing the pillow on the left side. Lying back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Arms out to the sides in line with the shoulders, palms turned up. So roll your shoulder blades underneath you, really tuck them in and rest on the back of your hands. This just helps the front of the body feel really open through the ribcage and belly. Get a sense that your ankles are underneath your knees and take a breath. And as you exhale, let your knees fall to the left or to the side where the pillow is, wherever it happens to be. And let the right leg fall into the left leg. So the top leg falls into the leg resting on the pillow. Adjust the pillow if you need to. Bring it farther away, closer in. Use a second pillow between your knees if you like. It's all about your body. You want to minimize the physical distractions so you can really focus on your breath and sink into the yoga pose. You want the yoga pose to hold you, the pillows to hold you, so you're undistracted. Once you've found the modification that's right for you in this gentle twist, knees resting on the pillow, go ahead and turn your head the opposite direction from the pillows, from the knees. So knees are to the left, head turns to the right. If your knees are to the right, your head turns to the left. And then find the heavy spot once again where you can feel your weight resting just above your ear towards the back of your skull. Part your teeth slightly. Feel all the tension in your jaw melt away. Feel the openness through the collarbones, the shoulders, from fingertip to fingertip. From the right hand to the left hand. Feel the weight on the back of one hip and the other hip just floating ever so slightly. Breathe. Sink into your breath. get lost in your body. Trust the support beneath you completely. Feel the heaviness of your physical body envelop you, comfort you, ground you. Feel the breath get slower and deeper. And as the breath becomes slower, so too does the sensation of time passing. Three more long, deep breaths. Inhale in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Really focus on letting go with each exhalation. Bring your head to center. Bring your knees to center. Take another long, deep breath. As you exhale, just let the back of your hips feel heavy and sink into the lower back, the back of the rib cage. Gently roll onto your right side. It's moving slowly. No sudden movements. We don't want to undo all the work we've been doing to relax and soften. And press up. All right, so here we are once again, transitioning into the next pose. You place one pillow behind you. So place it across the mat. Watch out for my candle there. Now take the second pillow and place it perpendicular to the first pillow. So now we're going to be on a bit of an incline. You want to set it up so that your tailbone is right at the base of the pillow here. Now bring the blankets, the towels, to either side of the mat. I'm folding these up just a little bit more, anticipating I'm going to need more support. Ready for supported cobbler pose. I'm probably going to use my blanket for this one, I think. So I'm going to set that up too. Let's get everything organized. All right. So I'm ready to lie back onto the pillows. Folded towels, extra folded blankets are placed so that when my knees fall out to the side, they're going to land on the support of the blankets of the towels. And reach for my blanket and lean back onto the pillows. Make sure my feet are covered. I want them to be toasty and warm. Nothing as distracting as cold feet. Now lie back. You want your head to feel higher than your heart. You want to feel like you're on a supported incline. You've got support for the lower back. Might take a couple of tries to get the pillows just right. Now, I want you to open up through the collarbones here. So bring the hands down to the floor. Try not to rest the hands on your thighs or your belly. Open up through the collarbones. Now, if you feel like your knees need more support, bring the support closer in towards your hips. That will bring your knees higher. If you feel like your knees can go lower, move the blankets, the support out, and the knees will drop lower. Now, try not to be overly ambitious with the support in the knees because it might feel good initially, but as you start to relax, you might be getting a much deeper stretch than you anticipated. So by no means do you need to hold the exact same position for the whole time we are in supported cobbler pose. You can adjust. As your body relaxes and you settle in, you might be able to go deeper. Or you might decide that it's too big and you need more support. Whatever this pose needs to be, modify the support to fit your body. Same as any other yoga class. We modify the pose to fit the body. Make one little adjustment here. There we go. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. That feels pretty good. All right, I'm going to close my eyes. Hands heavy, heart open. Relaxing the jaw. So let's start at the soles of the feet this time. Just feel the pads of the toes connecting. So the right toes are connecting with the left toes, toe to toe. The soles of the feet are gently pressing together. Now with your breath out, just release the soles of the feet. Feel the pressure on the outside edges of the feet. As your feet, your ankles begin to feel really heavy. Relax the calves. Feel the calf muscles letting go of the shin bones. Be aware of the support on the outsides of the knees, the thighs, wherever it happens to be. And just be grateful for it. Feel the openness through the hips, the weight at the back of the hips. Now tune into the spot in the lower back where you feel the support of the pillow, the beginning of the support of the pillow. And as you exhale, sink into that. Just release. Let the lower back muscles release the sacrum, release the back of the hips. Back of the rib cage now sinks deeply into the support of the pillow. Bring your awareness now to your hands. Feel the support behind the back of your hands. Perhaps your hands are tucked under the blanket. And just kind of connect to the sensation of the blanket on your fingertips. Let the palms of the hands feel soft. Let the arms feel really heavy. Use the weight of the arms to really pull the fronts of the shoulders wide, opening up through the collarbones, cracking the heart wide open. Feel the support behind your shoulders. the softness of the pillow behind your neck. And the weight of your head at the back of your skull. Notice how effortless it is to simply be. Be aware of your body, your breath. Linger in one more long, lasting breath. Just bring some little movements to your fingers, your toes, kind of curling your feet one into the other. And using one foot to massage the sole of the other foot. Now bring your hands together and just slowly, in synchronization with your feet, rub your hands slowly together also. Now bring your hands to the floor and just slowly press yourself up. Tucking your chin to your chest first and slowly press up. Support your knees, bringing them back to center. Move your blanket just off to the side, just for a moment. Coming into another version of supported Shavasana. So placing the folded towels, folded blankets now behind your knees. Reaching for the blanket once again. You can see the little bit of elevation there behind my knees. And now leaning back once again onto the pillows. Shoulder blades tucked underneath you, so you're resting the weight on the back of your hands. Really open, so continuing to open through the collarbones, through the shoulders, through the heart. When you settle in, go ahead and close your eyes. Parting your teeth slightly so the jaw is completely relaxed and there is no tension in the throat, or minimal tension in the throat. Take a breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Do this 3 more times and focus the exhalation on releasing and softening through the shoulders and collarbones. One more. If you feel like you need to do a couple more deep breaths, you go ahead and do that. But listen while your breath deepens. So letting the arms feel heavy, using the weight of the arms to really open up through the heart. Now bring your awareness to your heart center, right at the center of the sternum. Breathe into the heart center. Feel the heart lift with every breath in. And feel the gentle embrace of the heart with every breath out. Feel the gentle support behind the heart, between the shoulder blades. Now take a deeper breath into the heart. Feel the back of the heart connect to the support. And exhale, really let go here. Use the physical support of the pillows behind you, of the floor beneath you, to feel safe. Safe enough to connect to the deepest part of your heart, the very center. Connect to the deepest feelings, whatever they may be, and allow them to float up. You are safe. You are supported. You are in the comfort of your own home. You created your surroundings. There is no place else that is safer for you to be, to explore the feelings and emotions in your heart. Give yourself permission to feel. Feel joy, feel sorrow, feel sadness, contentment, worry, anxiety. And as you work through all those feelings, peace will come at the end of it. Maybe not with the next breath, but perhaps the one after that. Acknowledging feelings brings us freedom. Freedom to feel, to be, freedom to live from your heart. To find the little moments of joy in everything. To choose happy. To choose peace. Take one more breath here. Keep your attention with your heart center. And as you exhale, really embrace the heart. Give yourself a hug from the inside out. Bring some movement to your fingers, your toes, your hands and feet. Just slowly, using your hands, bring yourself up off the pillows. If you're using a blanket over top of you, just place it off to the side. Now shift your supporting blankets I'm bringing them to the left of my mat. And I've turned them lengthwise. Now I'm going to come onto kind of a side saddle position with my knees resting on the blankets for support. Bringing one hand to the outside of the pillow. So my left hand is on the left side of the pillows. My knees are resting on the support of the blankets to the left side of my mat. Pillows are still on an incline. Gentle twist here. So with the left hand on the left side of the pillow, just slowly lower down onto the pillows and sink into the support here. Let your right arm feel really heavy. Let your right arm pull your shoulder down towards the floor. So you're going to feel some pressure on the hip that you're resting on. So make whatever adjustments you need to. If you need a little extra cushioning underneath, go ahead, place your extra blanket under your hip. So we're really focusing on releasing the right shoulder blade here, releasing the knot that forms in the back behind the shoulder blades. So just a gentle twist. Use the weight of the right arm to help pull the shoulder blade away from the spine. Just kind of sink into this. Just feel the weight at your temple. If you feel like you can twist more, you can actually turn your head and use your right hand to support your head as you turn into the pillow. I need to adjust my knees a little bit to do that. No, I'm going to stay here. This is the one I like. I'm just going to stay here for a few breaths, nothing too long. So another modification you can make here is to place again the support between your knees. It's up to you. Just feel the opening through the upper hip and the opening through that shoulder blade. For me, it's the right side of my body that's opening here, because I'm leaning on my left side. Couple more breaths. So this can be tricky on the lower hip, the one that's holding your weight. So we're not going to hold this one too long. Really try to breathe into the upper side of the rib cage and use the inhalation to bring a deeper stretch, deeper opening into the back of the body, the side of the body. One more breath, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Use your hands to press yourself up. And now switching the other way. The pillows can stay where they are. I'm just going to roll onto my hips and now placing the blankets over to the other side. So the supporting blankets go over, in this case, to the right side. Knees bent. And just let your knees fall into the blankets. Kind of turn onto your side a little bit. Right hand comes to the right side of the pillow. And then sink into the support of the pillows. Let your left hand rest to the left side of the pillows. Use the weight of your left arm to help you stretch the back of the left shoulder blade. Make whatever adjustments you need to. If you need a little extra padding under your right hip, if you need an extra blanket between your knees, modify the pose to fit your body, not your body to fit the pose. And go ahead and deepen the twist if you like by bringing your forehead to the pillow. That's up to you. I'm not doing that today. I want to just rest right here. Feels good. Use the weight of your left arm to help pull the shoulder blade away from the spine. Sink in. Even the right shoulder, the supporting arm, it's really not supporting at all. Sink into the support of the pillows. Release all your muscles from your bones and soften. Breathe into the upper side of the rib cage. Use the inhalation to really expand and stretch, to open the upper side of the body through the hip to the shoulder. Few more breaths. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as you exhale, sink into the support one more time. And use your hands to press into the floor and bring yourself up. All right, so it's time for our very last pose. One more supported Shavasana, because why not? It feels good. This one slightly different, however. So, one blanket to the base of the mat and one pillow on top of that blanket. There we go. Now I'm shifting to the top of my mat because the second pillow is going to go directly on the mat. So we're kind of finishing the way we started, but not exactly the same. So we've got a little tiny bit more height on that farther pillow, but not the same, not as much as we had at the very beginning. I'm going to get my blanket ready to pull over top of me. That's important. All right, now take your second folded blanket. It's going to go at the base of the spine. Now this one you might have to be careful of. It all depends on your own openness through the body. If you have tight collarbones, you might not need a blanket at all or a towel at all. It's up to you. So I've got it flat. If you want more support on the spine, you can actually roll it and lay it down where you anticipate your spine to be when you lie back. So I can get my legs all set up on the pillows here. Let's get under the blanket. That's really important. Yes. Now scooching once again as far as I can onto the pillows so my legs are supported as much as possible. Then pull the second blanket all the way in to the tailbone, the back of the hips. Then slowly ease yourself back. You want support at the lower back. You want support behind the shoulders. Now you can choose to have your head off the blanket or on the blanket. It all depends on you. I want to have my throat open so I can really relax through the throat and relax through the jaw. Now if you suffer with vertigo, this will be too much for you. You need support under your head. All right. Arms out to the sides. Find a spot where you can bring your arms, rest on the back of your hands. Again, collarbones, fronts of the shoulders really open. Back of the hands heavy. Breathe. Just feel really open through the front of the body. Fully supported. You can feel the weight at the back of your head. Support behind your shoulders. The openness through the throat, the jaw. The broadening of the fronts of the shoulders. And the deep stretch from your fingertips right into your heart center. Arms wide. Palms soft and open to receive. Support behind the ribcage. The weight at the back of the hips. Support behind the legs. Feel the openness and the freedom. Permission to be you, whoever that is. You decide, nobody else. Permission to experience everything from the heart. Permission to feel, to be happy, joyful, because this is what makes your light shine. And it's only from sharing your light with others that you shine brighter. So go ahead and shine your light all over the place, from the heart center out. Fill the world with your light. As you connect to your breath, you feel your whole body breathing. Get a sense now that the whole universe is breathing with you. Feel the palms, the tingle there. As you receive the energy, the light, and reciprocate outwards. Feel the deep sense of peace that comes. I invite you to stay here as long as you choose today. When you're ready to come out, take a long, deep breath. Really linger in this final breath. Release any last bits of tension that might still be hiding or holding on anywhere. Bring little movements to your fingers, your toes, hands, and feet. Take a moment here to have a long stretch. Slowly bring your knees in towards your chest, just one at a time. Pull it in, and then switch. And gently roll onto your right side. We're going to stay here for 2 more breaths. Just kind of slide off the pillows, slide off the blanket. Sink into your right side. And then slowly press up. Sit tall. Bring your hands to your heart. Softly close your eyes or bring your gaze downward. Just rest here, grateful for the calm and the peace that has come in the last hour or so. This is my wish for you. Be happy. Be healthy. Know love and know peace. Joy and peace and blessings to all. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.